Hello everyone, and welcome to another video at my YouTube channel and blog. As you saw in the thumbnail, we're doing a pop-up box today, and I did not have the die for this. I created this in Cricut just based on looking at pictures and stuff of other pop-up cards that I saw. And I wasn't thinking and went ahead and stuck this together, but you can see this is one piece right here, and you've got this tab with a score. There's a score right here, there's a cut there, and I cut two of these, and I've glued these two together right here just using my Scotch ATG gun. Okay, so now for the little brackets on the inside that you adhere your pop-up pieces to. That is these pieces right here. And I'm sorry for any bad shadows. It's another storm day here in Texas, and so my lighting's a bit wonky, but I wanted to get this done, and I'm just going to pre-bend the little squares and the ends of these pieces. Now I'm going to just put a little adhesive on the ends of these. Okay, now these go right in here, and the main thing to do is to line these up parallel with this score line that's here. And so I'm going to go ahead and fold this so we can see that score line good. And I want to just put the top of the piece touching the score line. Making sure that's good and straight before I mash it down. And I'm going to go ahead and mash that down. Now I'm going to fold that back up out of the way, and I'm going to come in here and put the second one. Actually, I think I'm going to put the third one in. I'm going to kind of just line that up along the score line, stick that in. Now I'm going to come in with the third piece, and this way I can get it kind of centered between the other two. Okay, so now I have these all done. Alright, I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to flip my piece around so it's easier for me to apply the adhesive. And I'm going to be generous with the adhesive on here. Alright, now I'm just going to fold this piece over. Make sure everything's straight. Line it up and mash it down really, really good. Okay, now you can see we have the makings of the inside of our pop-up box. Okay, so now I want this to be my back because I got that one really close to the side, so I'm going to make that my back. And so I'm going to fold these other ones down. Okay. And the more you fold these, the more that whenever you open it, it's just going to automatically just fall open. Okay. But that is the start of our box. So now I'm just going to fold this back up for a minute, and I've got all my mats pre-cut, and I do have everything saved in a Cricut file, and I will be linking it below, so you can go in and create your own pop-up card. using my Cricut file. And I like to do bigger cards, so this, when it's folded right here, it's 7 by 5, so it's going to go in that size envelope. It's not an A2 size, but I guess you could size it down to fit in an A2. And I just made these boxes where they just have a little bit of a border around each one. So I thought that would look pretty. So this is using the giraffe and the elephant from the Wild Cuddly Critters stamp set that I colored a while back. There's a video on my YouTube channel of me coloring those with my Copics. And I decided to use these two and kind of make a safari themed Mother's Day card because my mom likes giraffes a lot. So I got this pattern paper that had this the map in it, and it also had this flower paper in it, and I'll have it linked down below as well. So now I'm going to just stick these on the sides. Okay, now this piece is going to go back here. And I did it out blue because it's going to be kind of like the sky for my scene that I'm creating here. Okay, and last is this white panel here. This is going to go on the back right here, and this is going to be the spot where you write your sentiment. As I said, in my file I have all these pieces saved. And so you can just cut them out in whatever cardstock you want to cut them out in. Okay, so there's all of our pieces on there. Okay, all right, now to start building our little scene, and I just searched trees on Cricut Access, and I found this tree, and I thought it looked safari-esque, and those just layer on just like this. And so I think I'm going to take some ground espresso and just kind of ink around these a little bit. I cut these out of craft paper. I thought this would make it look a little more wood-like, but I think that the ground espresso really helps a lot too. Okay, so I'm going to get these glued on. I'm going to use my Zig 2-way glue pen for this. Okay, got all my trees stuck together, and so now I'm going to just start assembling my little scene. And I'm going to start with, and you got to make sure that nothing sticks up past this top right here. So I'm going to coat this really good with adhesive or with glue. And I'm going to stick this in my box, and I'm going to use these little clothespins to hold it there while the glue dries. Okay? And so now I want to yeah, you can put things sticking over the edge because when it folds it's going to be fine. So I think I'm going to put this one kind of like this so it doesn't cover up any of my message. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a little bit, but that's what it's kind of looking like. Okay, all my pieces are dry and I removed my clothespins. I took the sentiments out of the stamp set and I cut some a banner with the Simon Says Stamp stackable banners die, and I cut a square with the stitched squares too, and then I just stamped it with VersaFine Black Onyx and then coated in clear embossing powder to make it shiny. And I'm going to put this one right here. That stuck down there. And then this Wild About You, I think I'm going to turn around and stick it right here on the back. For a little something something on the back there. Okay, anyway, back to our fun stuff. Alright, as I said, more you fold and unfold and crease things, the more it will just pop out on its own. Okay, my last little embellishment is I have this last little tree, and I'm just going to cut all the little branches off of it. So I'll have all these little individual branches, and I'm just going to stick them around, kind of like just wild grasses. Okay, there we go. My little pop card is all completed. Just folds together and pops out. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed this, and if you would like to make one of these, please look at the link in the description box below. And also I will have a link to the Cuddly Critters, because these make an adorable, adorable cards. So thanks for watching.